All right, look at us. We're back. We're back from Comic-Con. Okay, yeah, I'm starting a few minutes late, guys. If it's not the Wi-Fi, it's just the internet itself that's trying to betray me. But everything's good. I do have something interesting to show you guys. We might actually... I don't know if I'm going to put this on my website later or maybe we'll auction it off tonight. But my publisher over at First Comics, my good friend Steve Stern has been posting other artists turning their Zen covers into Deadpool covers. I thought that was kind of fun. So yeah. So I worked this one out. I just thought it was funny to do. So I'm not really sure if I'll offer this one up tonight. We'll see. You guys can let me know if it's something you guys would like to bid on. Just trying to get settled back into the studio from the trip has been challenging. Only because I'm a lazy bastard and I like to sleep, and I'm super tired and I'm not really in shape. So all that traveling takes the wind out of my sails for a minute. So I had to sleep it off for a couple days. Then I had to put the studio back together again. So it took a little bit. It took a little bit for me to get straightened up again. Let's see who's in the room with us tonight. Let's see. Fatang, what's up, dude? Glad that you're here hanging out with us. Ken, good evening, my good friend. Bringing a sense of class to our gathering this evening. Kevin, what's up, dude? Kevin says, about time. Tick, tick, tick. Give the guy a couple of weeks off and look what happens. I know. I'm out of practice. I had to find everything. I had to sign into all my accounts again. Make sure that everything is working. I know. Gents here? Where? It's just us good folk. Kevin says, shouldn't those claws have been pencils? They actually should have been. But I got those cheap claws from, I don't know, somewhere on the internet, and I had to use them for something, or else I can't write them off. I have to write off everything that I buy. So I used it for my video. Fatang says, how was Comic-Con? Comic-Con was fantastic, dude. I put up a video on my YouTube channel right here. So that way you guys get... I wish, I usually take a lot more pictures and a lot more video, so that way I've got more things to kind of pick and choose from. So I was a little disappointed that I didn't take as many pictures as I usually do. But at the same time, it was all for a good reason, because I was just really busy. I was really busy at Comic-Con. This is the first year in probably, I want to say 16 years that I have not had my regular guest spot in Artist Alley, which a million thanks to Clydeen for, like, it was 16 years ago. She escorted me to my very first Artist Alley table and became a guest of the show, and I appreciate her and all the support and encouragement that she's given me, and that she's given Kat too over the years. And I know that she's been in and out of the hospital. I don't know if you're connected to her, but I do hope that she is recovering and feeling better and starting this new chapter of life. But Comic-Con was fantastic. I was very busy, even though I didn't have my Artist Alley table. I was drawing over at First Comics, and I was drawing over at Committed Comics. So I had two places in the show to call home, and it was great. It was really cool. And then in between, I had time to network, and I had time to walk around and see a little bit of the show. So yeah, I took some pictures, took some video. I put together a little bit of video that you guys can watch on my YouTube channel. It's in my Up Next section, so you can see it there, just my post Comic-Con video. And you guys can get a small taste of what we were doing and what we were up to. Kevin says, sold! Batang says, oh, heck yeah, that comic looks awesome. Oh, thanks, dude. Thanks. Yeah, we saw the movie. I was actually really happy that we got to see the movie in San Diego before we traveled back home, because I wanted to make that part of our San Diego memories, you know, of little things that we did while we were over there. So yeah, the movie was so much fun, dude. It was a lot of fun. Kind of gives me hope that hopefully our comic book movies and our Marvel films will be getting back on track and becoming what we would like them to be, I think. Ken says, "What are we drawing tonight?" Well, I've got a blank sheet of paper. I've got the book. You got. You can let me know, guys, if you would like me to put this issue up for auction tonight. If you would like to grab it. So I did that for my good buddy Steve. He's the co-creator of Zen, and we were having some fun having different artists turning their Zen covers into Deadpool covers. So you saw it here first. I'm going to post it on my Facebook and stuff tonight and tomorrow. But Marat Michaels did a version of one of his own covers, and Jay Lee actually did a version of his Zen cover too. So it's kind of joining in the fun, joining in the ranks. But as far as what we're drawing tonight, fresh and new, I've got a blank sheet of paper, and let's throw some ideas out there. We'll see what happens, and then we'll. I'm sure that we'll get through at least the pencils tonight, and if you would like me to ink it, I will ink it afterwards. If somebody bids on it and wins it, but throw some ideas out there, and we'll see what direction we head to tonight. Right now, it's a chill evening tonight. So I've got several projects that I'm working on. The first of which is finishing up Zen Bounty Wars. So this is actually just a nice palate cleanser, if you will. So this will be a nice bit of just fun. That's outside of all the things that I have to do right now, and that way, when we're done with the show, we'll have a cool drawing, and I can get back to my deadlines and make sure that I finish up all that stuff tonight. So if you guys want to start throwing me some little ideas, I'll write it down. We'll see what sticks. We'll see what sticks. See what sounds good. Kevin says, and gosh, so many of those photos were censored. Yes, they were. Kevin got the high honor of the largest pickup, the largest San Diego art delivery in mouse history. 100 pieces of original art that Kevin picked up, and he's you'll see him in the video. I got some bits where he's in the my post Comic-Con video where he's picking up some of that artwork. But that was so much fun, dude. That was so much fun. So this was artwork that we've been collecting in your drawer throughout the year, and delivered it all to San Diego Comic-Con in a secure box. And most of them had Post-it notes because they were all censored. Yeah, Psylocke is coming along. I need to finish Psylocke. I had to start working on the Zen book, so Psylocke took a little bit of a break, but she is returning. She will come back soon because she's very close to being finished. So I need to definitely, because the next step for the Psylocke piece is making sure that she gets a little bit of color, and make sure we start posting new pieces of artwork on the Patreon, on the Club Corrupt. Let me see here. I'll put up the thing. I'm sure most of you already know about it, but for those checking in this video maybe a little bit later, we have a secret club. Nobody's allowed to know about it. It's patreon.com/Club Corrupt. That's where I post all of our sexy artwork, our stuff that has to be censored everywhere else. So I'm just putting this on the screen so it's not just a blank sheet of paper. So, but anyways, that's our club, and I want you guys to know all about it, so that way you can join us. You can join us. Boobs! Exactly. Kevin says, Nira as Lady Deadpool. That would be fun. That would be fun. And red is her color. So that could be, right now, that agrees with me very much right now. In fact, we could start working on that while we're chatting. Platinum, what's up, dude? Let's see, Nira X on a cool bike, chasing a picture of ENX that he did. You know what? That would like part of the series, right? So having Nira X on a cool, because we have ENX that print where she's on that Tron bike, and I really like that. It kind of matches your style a little bit, you know. But Nira X on a cool bike. All right, cool. I like that. I like the Lady Deadpool idea. I like the bike idea. Maybe we might combine that a little bit. We'll see. We'll see what we think here. Let me see. Kevin says, "Damn it, no art for me tonight." Well, you never know. You never know, dude. I know. Pops, what's up, dude? I'm glad you're hanging out with us, man. Yeah, I was traveling. I was away for a couple of weeks, and my whole computer sign up, everything went to pot. I had to get the Wi-Fi working again. I had to get the internet working again. I had to put my studio back away. I don't know where anything was. I had pencils in my backpack. That's all I had. Kevin says that box needed some art on it. This is true. I was actually thinking about that on the way over too. It's like next time we do a little delivery, we're gonna make the box special and everything. I think that would be sweet. That would be cool. Kevin says color and the company and the company of her teammates. Yes. Pop says, didn't Thomas buy that cover art from the Madness auction? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he bought that from the Madness auction or not. You have to let me know. Or Tom. We get Tom to show up on the show here. Granted, I started late, so maybe Tom thinks I was taking a day off. But yeah, that's very possible. That's very possible. I thought he was, but I never knew at the end of the day if he did or not. But I thought he might. Kevin says Nira Pool. Would she have Wolver Babe claws? That's it. You know, we could combine a couple things. That would be a lot of fun. Since the Wolverine movie is like kind of fresh in my mind, the San Diego trip is fresh in my mind. That would be fun. That would be fun. Fatang says Nira as Spider-Man and failing at how to use the webbing, which always ends up being a sexy thing. You guys know how I think. You know how it is. But I do like that idea. Even if we don't do that one tonight, that's got to be one that we do regardless. Ken says, remember the Jennifer Connelly shot from Career Opportunities? Mercy on the mechanical play horse. Oh, dude, yeah, that would be sexy. That would be sexy. Jeez, I want to turn that into an animated GIF, though. You just have her bouncing slowly up and down. Pop says, I think he did. Yeah, cool. I thought he was. So yeah. You're just remembering it a little. My brain is kind of mush still from the trip, so it's gonna be hard for me to think straight. Kevin says, I second that thought, Ken, but would it need extra bounce and jiggles? Of course it would. Doran from Whitefire Comics got those pages. Oh, cool, yeah. I'm really glad that they did. I'm really glad that those sold. Awesome, man. All right, so I'm kind of trying to decide between. Well, you know that like the trip and the Deadpool thing is still in my brain, like a sort of. But you know, if I draw Nira as Lady Deadpool, am I drawing her with the mask on, or I would think the mask off. You like seeing her face, and I like the idea of the bike, but then I'd have to. Maybe I have to draw a landscape like this, so that way we can get a little bit more of a futuristic bike. Maybe have a little bit more of an Akira bike. Like the Tron bike for ENX was perfect because the Tron bike is black, just like her costume. So maybe having a Nira Deadpool on a red bike, something like maybe like an Akira bike. What do you guys think about that? Like something resembling an Akira bike. Kevin says, Allura as Barbarella. in that orgasm machine. I think she'd burn it out. Fatang says, oh, another idea. Maybe some of your ladies dress as Halloween villains, like Scream, Jason, Freddie Myers. And I say Hannibal, too. Oh, that's a good idea. You know what, Fatang? Let's save that idea because October is coming up. And that would be really, really cool. Because October, I want to keep a Halloween theme for the whole month. I think that's going to be dope. That's going to be dope. Platinum says, how about a chopper? Ooh, that'd be cool too. Like I say Akira, but it's only like for this, like making it futuristic or whatever. So like maybe like an Akira kind of bike, but make it a chopper, like a chopper instead. That's actually a good idea. Here, let me draw. You got me inspired now. So let me generally put down where her body is going to be, so that way I'm going to stick figure her body in here, so that way we know where to put the bike, and then we can start tightening things up. And plus drawing in, just kind of stick figuring in her body real quick lets me know like how big to make the bike too, so that kind of helps me out. I like the idea of a chopper. We'll make like an Akira chopper. All right, give her kind of a sexy thing here. Make sure I give some room for the wheel. Oh, this might be dope, dude. Let me pull the camera back just a little bit so you can just see the general layout. There we go. I'll look up at the chat in just a second here, so that way I can get the general gist of this layout here down. There we go. Make sure I get the handlebars and stuff coming up. Haven't drawn a chopper in a long time. I love choppers. Here we go. Get a general little shape here. Maybe I'll pencil it loose, and we'll actually start inking it instead of trying to do just a finished pencil. And something like this will be really cool to put in a book too. There you go. I like having a really big wheel for the back, big tire. Almost there. And I'll take a glance back up at the chat, see where we're at. There you go. There's a real general gist for where we're at. Ken says, I like the Akira bike. Fatang says, heck yeah, Halloween femme fatales. Yeah, October, man, we can have a lot of fun in October for sure. Definitely holding up pumpkins. Platinum with the first bid. Too soon? Yeah, you know what? I'll leave the little bid thing. I'll leave the little bid ticker tape rolling the whole time while we're going. Mighty Geek, what's up, dude? Sports bike are more futuristic. This is true. But man, it's like he said a chopper, and I was just like, it's like my childhood was just like, oh, dude, you got to draw a chopper. You know what? I should have Nero with a ponytail like Lady Deadpool. Like sometimes I draw Nero with a ponytail anyway, so it kind of matches her thing. Oh, this is going to be a classic piece right here. Like it. All right, got that general idea going there. Ken says, "Do you still have your Akira bike model for reference?" Yeah, I do. I've got it down in my room. I'm not gonna walk all the way downstairs though to grab it. But yeah, I love my Akira bike. I had that little. Remember that small one that McFarlane Toys put out back in the day? It's like I got two of those. And it's weird. I don't even know why I bought two, but one of them is glossy and one of them is matte, and I'm not really sure why that happened either. It's not like they meant to do that. You know, it wasn't like they were supposed to be a matte finish one and a glossy one. And I've got that the big fancy one that you buy from, I forgot the name of the company, but it's a very fancy one, and the fenders and all the little pieces come off and stuff. It's actually kind of hard to handle it because you feel like it's going to break, but it looks cool as shit on the counter. What's funny is I've got a Hot Toys Marty McFly riding it. It seems to match. It seems to do well. So that's my little bit of inspiration in the room. Kevin says, hope she doesn't get her bike eaten again. I know, right? You remember that. That's cool. Delta Void. All I hear is now, get to the chopper. Dylan, do it now. Mighty Geek says, try something similar to the Ghost Rider's Hell Cycle. Ooh. I do like that. That is one of the elements of Ghost Rider that I like a lot. Steven De La Vega, hey, what's up, dude? I'm here. What did I miss? Well, I'll tell you what you missed. We all were sharing some ideas. This seems to be the one that we're sticking with for tonight, which is a Lady Deadpool Nera X riding a Akira inspired chopper. Like I'm kind of thinking like old school chopper. And that's what's happening for tonight. You know, I'll put up the little ticky thing. And if you guys want to bid on it, all you have to do is type the word bid next to the number. And Platinum, let me know if your number is secure. I believe it is because you typed the word bid next to it. So 6969 because that is the most hilarious bid. I love it. Kevin says you stole my thunder. Let's see. I hope she doesn't get her bike eaten again soon. You know, I just read that. I'm glad that because I skipped over one of your thingies here when I'm trying to keep up. I know. Get to the chopper. All right. So let me scroll back down here. There we go. Platinum says, "Will the bike have?" I'm not sure. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think it's going to be because it's like a combination of like a futuristic bike and a chopper. So I'm sort of making up a lot of pieces to make up for the pieces that I'm probably not going to put in there. There we go. A little light thing for the front. Ken says, should Nira be firing in front of her as if she is chasing ENX in the other print? That's a possibility. Let me see if I can swing her arms around without covering her up too much. That could, you know what? I actually do like that idea. I do like that idea. Let me, let's kind of rework that and do it now while I've got it fresh in my mind. Here we go. This will take a little bit of juggling. But yeah, totally. I like that idea. Got her pointing forward here. I like that. I like that. It's kind of the fact that she's holding her arm up like this. It kind of squeezes these guys together a little bit, and it's like it's action, but you know we're still making it sexy. It's the little things. It's the little things always. There we go. And we can have her like pew pew. Sweet. Uh-oh, ran out of lead. Come here, pencil. Get another little piece of lead going in here. There we go. Actually, you know what? This leg should be up. That would look cool. Like she's got her other leg on the peg. There we go. And then this arm coming down to the handlebars will be a little bit in silhouette, so that way it separates that out. Cool. What do you guys think? Yeah, that was a good idea, dude. I like that. Mighty Geek says, have you noticed that choppers are a thing in heaven and hell? Well, you know, when I think of choppers, I either think of like childhood stuff, like, you know, childhood, like, I don't know, like just imagery, just, you know, or I think of Ghost Rider, but I don't think of it as necessarily like associated with heaven. So it's like, now you're going to force me to Google some stuff. Unless there's just something I'm just not thinking of right off the top of my head, you know what I mean? I tell you, man, my brain is still my brain is usually mush anyway, but after getting back from San Diego, like I'm still a little bit mentally tired from the trip. Even though the trip was great, everything was, you know, got no complaints. There we go, got that going on. Yeah, it was a good, happy trip all the way around. Chet, what's up, dude? Chet says you could technically have Little Tiny Mercy and Allura on the handlebars. Ooh, that's a good idea. Good idea. Good idea. Here we can have little Mercy over here. Little tiny Mercy. I'm so glad that became a thing. It's fun. I'm gonna have here. Let me pull this up a little bit closer so that way, up on the handlebars. Have little Mercy sitting there, and maybe have little tiny Allura back here. Actually, you know what? Let's have her like this, so she's hanging on. Ooh, you know, I've got her foot down here like this. I'm gonna have her foot actually kind of like scraping on the ground a little bit. Oh, that looks pretty cool. Little tiny Allura coming up. Hanging on for dear life, I think. She's back here. There we go. Have her little bikini bottom thing right there. Oop, there we go. That way you can see what I'm doing. Okay, that's just the rough of where she's gonna be. And we're gonna do a little something with since we want to do the Deadpool mask, but we also want to kind of see that it's Nira. So let me do a little something with the mask here. Here we go. Here, I'll pull this back just a little bit. That way you can see a little bit of her delta. So yeah, remember to call it a delta. There we go. It's coming together little by little. Some person, hey, what's up, dude? Some person says hello at BillMausArt's, Ken, Mighty Geek, Chet, Platinum, Kevin. Glad we're all here hanging out together. That's awesome, dude. Kevin says squeezed, bigger. Bigger is better, right? Platinum says, yeah, and that's a teal bid and a funny joke. some person. And also at Cat Mouse working in another room. She is. Yeah, she was busy coloring a lot today. She was coloring a graphic novel today. So we always have to multitask. Cool. Everyone's saying hello. I like that. Some person says, good. Give her other hand a sword. Oh, dude, that's a good idea. She is holding onto the bike though. Let me see. If nothing else, I could put the swords on her back. Let me see. She can hold onto the cycle with the sheer force of her thighs. Oh, okay, you've solved that problem for me. So yeah, maybe I'll go. You've kind of convinced me. With that, you convinced me to put the sword in her other hand. The bikes that chase speed buggy. Yeah, I think of that too. Yeah, that is one of the things. But you know what? You have the idea with the swords. I kind of like that. I like that. So she is holding onto this bike with the sheer force of her thighs, because that's one of her powers. Kind of like that. I like that. Let's make that happen. All right, got a little Mercy on here like that. Put the little glove thingy on there. I'll put this little shape on here because Deadpool's costume has a little bit of that going on for the shoulders. So I'm kind of mixing it up with Nira's look. Love it. Let me erase out some of these little stray lines. Don't need those. Yeah, I like the idea of her doing the sword and the gun. That's going to be dope. Cool. Extra badass. Good idea, dude. I like it. I'm going to erase out these little bits here. Sweet. All right, we're on the way. Kevin says, oh no, even Chet is enraptured by the little tinies. The little tinies have become like in-canon characters now. Kevin says, I think the Cyberskin will be doing the driving. Maybe. This is very true. Chet says, always got to put everything into a small area. Yeah. Hey, Christopher, how you doing there? I'm glad you're hanging out with us, man. We're drawing Nira X Lady Deadpool on an Akira chopper bike with little tiny Mercy and little tiny Allura. So we'll see how far we're going to get with the pencils and how far maybe we'll get with the inks. We're about 40 minutes into the show. So, I mean, I think we'll get into some of it at the very least. Not sure if we'll finish the whole thing, but I'll take a little sleepy break after the show, and I'll work on it and finish it up tonight. So it'll be a lot of fun. Platinum says, "It's like, not little tiny is going on." Yep. Kevin says, "Oh, Platinum, I got to see my Galvatron at Comic-Con. She looks good with little Nira on the leg. Thanks for letting me get her hands on her." Yeah, if you guys coming onto the show late, Kevin got the all-time record This year is the all-time record for delivering artwork to Comic-Con. He picked up 100 pieces, dude, of original art. Granted, we've been filling up his drawer all year long, so it was an amazing pickup. We had so much fun, dude, at the show. It was awesome. It was awesome. Some person says you can put sparks on the scraping foot. Yeah, definitely. Actually, you know what? I mean, I'll put some in pencil like this, but when I add the digital colors to it, I'll make sure to add some like actual like sparks that look like glowing little sparks. That's a good idea. I like that idea. That's cool. And of course, I'm going to post this one on the club at Club Corrupt. So I'll post it there first. Because she's in a full costume, I'm sure that this will make it onto all of our other social media too. So you'll be able to definitely see it when it comes out in color. Kevin says, I'm seeing the Littles as those two tiny characters in the Willow movie. Platinum yelling at the old Kevin. Kevin says, Deadpool mask with a delta? Well, I've got the mask pulled up, so that way you can kind of see her delta peeking out from underneath. So that way we can I wanted to see the expression on her face. I like seeing her lips. Some person says, and she has a twinkle in her mouth. She's got to eat. Kevin says, beat me to my thought with a delta. Good for you, Bill. Ah, excellent. That was great minds think alike, my friend. We think the same a lot of times. Some person says, it reminds me of this crazy 2-page spread of Nick Fury ramping his motorcycle into an action scene, standing and holding the two weapons. Why does that ring? That rings a bell. We might have to post that somewhere, so that way it satisfies my curiosity to see. I need to see that image now because it rings a bell. I know I've seen it somewhere in the back of my mind. I'm either creating it in the back of my head because I want to see it, or I've already seen it and I gotta see it again. Kevin says Nira's use of the Thigh Master is being put to good use. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Platinum says Nira could save the world with her perfect thick thighs. She absolutely is, dude. That's how she's riding his bike. Some person says it was from Nick Fury, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. #1, if you want to look at it for a laugh. Yeah, dude, I'll look at the video, because since I posted it up on the screen, that's my note. That way I can go, because yeah, I do want to take a look at it. Kevin says she will be in a full costume when she makes it to the club. Well, you know what happens to images that make it to the club. Actually, you know what? Since we were drawing and talking at the same time, I accidentally started drawing. There you go. This is supposed to be her leg bent. So that way, there you go. When she makes it to the club, she is going to be in a battle-damaged outfit. So I'm going to digitally make this one into a more fun adult piece. Let me see. Let me make sure I fix this a little bit here. There we go. Kind of clean that up a little bit. Get her belly button. Yeah, I think for the club she's going to have a much more exposed and battle-damaged costume. I think you will enjoy the club version a lot more than the normal version. Ken says you could have Delta Void as Headpool. Oh my gosh. Dude, that's inspired. I like that. I haven't drawn Delta Void's floating head in a while. Let's put him back. Let's put him up here. That's a good idea. I like that. Good idea. You know how much I like to draw Delta Void. For those that don't know, Delta Void is one of Nira's rogue gallery of bad guys, and he's essentially kind of a mechanical. Like, the more he eats metal, and he gets bigger, and until he finally gets to his normal full size. Don't really know his origin. That part's a bit of a mystery. But he is, I don't know, kind of like if the Borg was just a person. So his base self is just this floating head, but he eats metal, and the more metal and technology he eats, the bigger and more functional he becomes until he becomes his normal dangerous size. He does have a limit to how big he can get, so he does have a normal full size that he gets to. So he's just not a bottomless pit. He's not OP. He's not completely overpowered. You know, like he just keeps on eating, just keeps on getting bigger. Because he wouldn't function right. He would lose control of himself. But at his normal big size, he's quite the threat. And he sort of acts like a mercenary for hire, or he kind of like glums onto different groups. Mostly he's one of the thugs or one of the lackeys that always follows Paradox around. And that's just where he finds himself. All right, I'm going to have him floating. Whoops, I'm going to have him floating up there like that. Yeah. Kevin says that would be so cool. Yeah, I like having Delta Void floating around. Actually, we have some little metal pieces falling off of him while he's flying. That would be good. Like that. Kevin says, will we see a bill pool in the background? Wasn't part of the plan, but you never know. You never know. Oops. Let me make sure the lead's coming out here. There we go. All right. Put a little bit of shading on the hubcaps here. All right, cool. I'm gonna put some metal bits and some engine bits up in here. It's futuristic, so I get to make that up as I go. That's pretty awesome. That's always fun. That's why I like drawing futuristic stuff, because I get to really use my imagination a bit more, you know? I see Ken says, I think Nearapool would have a nasal ring. I said nasal ring. A navel ring. One navel ring coming up. Yeah, maybe even the normal costume version of it. I think maybe I'll have her with a midriff kind of costume, so it's like sexy. You could see her belly and stuff. I think that's fun. I like doing stuff like that. But like I said, the one that we post on the club is going to be quite more exposed. Her costume's going to be all kind of ripped to shreds and stuff, so it'll be a lot more fun. The Tank says, do they have any pets? They could have a dog pool too. That's a good possibility, making me think. Could have a dog pool. I'll have a dog pool that's based off of Waffle, our studio dog. I think that would be fun, dude. Here.
Can I say something about Waffle?
Maybe a little bit of Waffle Pool. We're gonna call him Waffle Pool.
Waffle Pool.
Cat has just entered the studio, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello. What are you drawing?
I'm drawing Nira X as Lady Deadpool riding a Akira-inspired chopper with a floating Delta Void pool, and now I'm gonna put Waffle Pool down here.
How fast is he running?
He's running. He runs fast. He keeps up.
Those fluffy ears. That looks really cool. Yeah, those ears going in the wind.
I like Waffle's big ears.
Mm-hmm.
He's got big fluffy ears.
Everybody loves his fluffy soft ears.
All right, let me put the camera a little bit closer to Waffle Pool.
I was getting some ideas, so I had to come up here so I could write them down.
Gotcha. Waffle is cooking.
Let him cook. He's on the couch being a potato.
I love it. All right, good idea. Good idea with dog pool. Totally approved. Here we go. We'll put this back over here. This picture is filling up, dude. This is going to be an epic piece. I'm going to have to ink the crap out of this one. This is going to be great. Kevin says, Ken, she would probably have more fun than just that. I think so, too. DV is looking to eat her bike again. Yes, the Delta Void loves him some bikes. Some person, if you haven't already, can you do a Nira Doctor Doom and Taskmaster? That's always hard to say, Taskmaster. They both got cool costumes. They do, dude. They do. And Doctor Doom would be like very, very timely right now, right? I think that would be excellent. And I love drawing Doctor Doom. So please, if for some reason, remind me basically every time we get together that we're going to do this. I'm going to put a note for myself. In fact, I'm going to write it onto the side right here. There we go. Dr. Doom. Especially now with October getting closer, I think it's going to be a good time for her to be dressing up as different heroes and villains. I think that would be fun. Kevin says, now I imagine that skull the hermit crab was wearing was Delta Void. Nasal? Maybe she would. I know, it's like, maybe my mistake is all of a sudden. Platinum says, hello, cat.
Hello.
Some person says you can also use comic strip characters for Nira ideas. Yes, that would be cool. That would be cool. Ken says, Waffle Pool on a little tiny bike. Waffle Pool has an Acme jetpack. Oh, man, that's actually kind of a good idea. Oh, damn it. I like that idea. Okay. He's going to have the jetpack, but with like one belt. It just goes around his belly. Waffle Pool might end up being like a character, dude. He might be making multiple appearances. I love it. Some person says that dog is really hauling ass. So is Nira. Kevin says, no, the bike is hauling that ass. This is true. This is true. It's all in the phrasing. Patang says Waffle Pool is like Sonic Eat Your Heart Out. You get a point for that one. That's awesome. Kevin says Waffle Pool needs speed lines. You know what? I think he does. I agree. Waffle Pool Halloween costume? Dude, I might be dressing up Waffle as Waffle Pool for Halloween. I might need to be reminded of that, Jack, because that would be too fun. All right, got some speed lines coming up for the Waffle Pool. And we'll have some corresponding speed lines over here to just keep everything consistent. Nice. Wow, man, I think we got ourselves a cool piece here. This is awesome. Nice. All right, this is where she stands as of right now. So let me I'm gonna start inking some little parts of it, and we'll see how far we go. Let's see, we're almost at the hour mark. I'll be inking for probably the next at least 40 minutes. We'll see how far we get. Currently, the winning bid is from Platinum for $69.69. And of course, you guys know that the adult version of this artwork is going to get posted on our Patreon page, so you guys know where that's at. And I'll put. I know I had a hard time connecting with my internet tonight, so I didn't really put the description in the description area of the video. So I'll make sure that I include the link and stuff there. All right, so Platinum is hanging out at $69.69. If anybody else would like to bid on this piece, also, if you guys want to bid on the Zen cover before I post it for everyone else to see tomorrow, Jay Lee did one, Marat Michaels did one, and now I've been tasked with doing one. But if anybody would like to bid on it, you could put in your bid for it and just write Zen next to your bid, so that way I know that it's for Zen. If it just says bid, then I'm assuming it's for the Lady Deadpool, the Nira X Lady Deadpool. All right, so I'm gonna get a little sheet of paper here, so that way I can write down the bids. There we go. All right, so that way I kind of keep track of where it is. Oh, Ken, thanks, dude. 75. Ken is in the room for 75 for this piece right here. Thanks, bro. And we're just gonna keep on inking. We're gonna hang out and just do our thing here. Platinum says my second favorite artist, Adam Warren. Oh, dude, see, we have the same taste. We have the same taste. I love Adam Warren stuff. Always had a saying that went big eyes and speed lines. Steven De La Vega says, whoa, what the hell was that? Oh, you know what? That's right. You came in a little bit later. Steve Stern, our illustrious co-creator of Zen, has been posting different artists who have worked on Zen, turning their Zen covers into Deadpool covers. So the first one that I saw was he had, or Jay Lee did it on his own. Jay Lee did his Zen cover and turned Zen into a Deadpool, which was awesome. That was cool to see. And then Marat Michaels turned one of his Zen covers into a Deadpool cover. And I'm number 3 in line. So now I'm turning one of my covers into a Zen Deadpool cover. Here's a little close up here. I had to use real paint. This is a glossy paper. You just can't use markers on this stuff. So anyways, that's what I got here. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, so that's what's going on here. So let me set this off to the side, and that way I can, and I'll pop it up on the screen there so you guys can see. Platinum coming into the room for 100. Thanks, dude. Christopher says $10 for the Zen book. Thanks, Christopher. And then, and just as a reminder, whoever wins the bid, in case you don't know, I'll go ahead and put this up here. We usually accept PayPal, and you can send your PayPal if you win the bid. Send your PayPal to BillMausArt's@gmail.com, so that way you know where to send it, just in case you're the person who wins the bid. And please remember to include your name and your mailing address and all that good stuff on your PayPal payment, okay? So that way I know where to send things to. And I will keep this running for the duration of the show. Kevin says, Zen pool? It is Zen pool. So this is one of the very first. This is the third appearance, apparently, of Zen pool, which right now is going to Christopher. He is in the room right now with a $10 bid for Zen pool. So let me write that down right here. So I got you. And I'll do my best to keep my eyes on the chat. Make sure that I don't miss anybody. Steven says, "Oh shit, that's freaking awesome! Hey, give me that." Well, Christopher's so far. Christopher's got it. Now remember with the
for
bid
$10 and a penny.
I know for $10 and one nickel, it'll be yours. And remember, whatever the bid is, everybody, I believe everybody here is domestic U.S. shipping. So if you are domestic U.S., the shipping is included. I'm not going to charge you extra for the shipping. So that's just something for you guys to know. And now you guys know it. All right, let me grab some pens here. Kevin says double the D too. Because double the auction, double the fun. Yeah. You guys are awesome, man. You guys make this fun. All right, so Platinum's in a room for the Lady Deadpool Nira X for 100. Christopher is in the room, and right now he's got the Zen book. At the end of the show, if nobody outbids him, he's got it for $10 right here. You know what? We're gonna throw a little bit of ink on Waffle Pool first. Look at that. Let me put the camera just a little bit closer. There we go. That way you can see Waffle Pool. Yeah. Waffle doesn't even know. It's going to be cool drawing these big tires. I like bikes with big tires. And I like half-naked cyber angels riding bikes with big tires. And we're going to do a complete really good ink on this one because this one's going to go to it's going to be used for a few different things. I think there's going to be a lot of fun. There we go. Actually, you know what? Let's bounce around a little bit. We'll do a little bit of Nira's face. And I'll move the camera so that way you can see me drawing your face, which is part of the reason we're here. Cool. Yeah, the movie was so fun, dude. Let's see. Ken says, so that Zen comic is Deadpool painted on it? Yeah. It's you know what? I'm gonna run over here real quick. Just give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna take off my headphones so that way I don't yank my head completely off my shoulders. I'm gonna grab a copy of the actual book so that way you see exactly what's going on. I'll be back in like 2 seconds. Like I can't hear the music, but you can hear me running way the hell over here. Grabbing a book. Found it. Just a minute. I'm coming. Ugh. There we go. All right, I'm back. All right, so this was the original. Here, let me pull this back just a little bit. There we go. So glad I got these arms and the new microphone. Some of the equipment that we've got. Many, many millions of thanks always goes out to our creative producer, man in charge of creative equipment things and creative stuffs. You know who you are. His name rhymes with Chet. So, anyways, this is the original cover, and I don't have the link or anything. If you go to my Facebook page, or you go to Steve Stern's Facebook page, you will see where Marat Michaels always did. He also did the same thing. He took one of his Zen covers and he painted it to make Zen look like Deadpool. And then Jay Lee also did the same thing with one of his covers. So it just kind of turned into a fun thing to do this week. And so that's where I'm at. So I was kind of like number 3 in line. So I took a regular cover, got some paint, got some Sharpies, got some ink, and because this paper is kind of glossy, kind of hard to draw on. So I had to use some different media, and I turned it into a Zen pool cover. Steven De La Vega, thanks, dude. $17.50 in the house for $17.50 for the Zen pool cover. Thanks, dude. I'm writing that down real quick so I don't lose track of you. I like how you said $17.50. There you go. I'm going to leave that right there, and I'll put the book off to the side here. Just kind of keep it safe while we're inking. Ken is bidding 20 on Zen, and then Christopher is coming back into the room and says 25 for Zen. Thanks, Christopher. So Christopher is currently the winning bid on the Zen book, and Platinum is the current winning bid on the Nira Lady Deadpool. So I'll do my best to keep track of all of that. All right. Christopher's right there at 25. And Platinum is at 100 for Nira. All right, awesome. All right, keeping track of things. I've never been known to multitask all that well. Thanks, guys. All right, back to inking. Back to my hunch. There you go. I'll put the camera a little bit closer. You can kind of see what I'm doing there. There we go. I love that we got Delta Void in the background. I like the inking process so much. You get to fine tune everything as you go along. When I pencil for myself, it's I really do kind of jump all over the page. Like it's almost like I'm giving myself notes instead of, the finished drawing. There we go. Sweet. Ken in the room, 110 on the Nira piece. Ken is the big man in the room right now for 110. Platinum says, off topic, but is Kat taking commissions? And is there a long list? I have Kat live here in the room with me right now, and I will ask her because she just heard me say that out loud.
That's how sound works.
Hey, Kat, off topic, but is Kat taking commissions? And is there a long list?
I do have a list of commissions I'm catching up on for this year. Officially, they don't open again until January, but I mean, if you send me a message or something, I'm totally willing to like chat about it.
Do you want to give Platinum your Gmail address to contact you directly? Because I could do that. Hey, you know what, Platinum? You just got approval to send. You could send Kat a direct email. Because technically her list is kind of closed. She's catching up on some things, but she will open up her list for you, my friend. For the people in this room right now, you guys hold a more special place.
Please give me something fun to do.
To the Mouse House. Yeah, she's looking for fun things to do. So yeah, absolutely. Please send her a direct email, and she will wait for your message. And that would be awesome. So yeah, absolutely. Christopher says, is there going to be new photos coming to the club soon? Yes. And thanks for being patient, by the way. It's like we just did Comic-Con in San Diego, and everything is just kind of like I just barely got the studio put back together again, and I got the computers fired up. And so it's taken me a few days. And we stayed in San Diego for like an extra week or so because we see family and friends while we're out there. So yeah, it took us a minute just to get ourselves straight. So starting this coming week, I think on Wednesday you're going to start seeing posts going up in the club again. So yeah, please look forward to that, and I'll try to keep the content coming like on a regular basis. It was just San Diego Comic-Con that's the one trip every year that everything kind of goes sideways, just because it's a big long trip and it takes longer and all that good stuff. So yeah, starting middle of next week, you'll see some more posts coming to the club. Thanks, Christopher. Kevin says, I think we just found out that Gwenpool is secretly Nira X. That's a possibility. I'm not going to say nothing though.
Actually been receiving royalties from Marvel for years.
Jim Dixon, good evening, my friend. I'm glad you're hanging out with us, dude. You got a couple of things going on tonight. We're currently bidding on the Nira X Lady Deadpool on a Akira-inspired chopper with Waffle Pool and Tiny Mercy and Tiny Allura and apparently Delta Void Pool. So we're bidding on this one. The current high bid for this piece right now, it belongs to Ken. He's sitting at 110. And we're also bidding on Zenpool. So we've had a couple of different artists that have worked on Zen before that have turned their covers into a Zenpool situation. It started with Jay Lee. It kind of migrated over to Marat Michaels. And now the hammer has fallen unto me. So I've turned one of my covers. This is what the cover was originally. And I went ahead and painted right on the cover to turn this into a Zenpool cover. So we're bidding on that. The current high bid for the Zenpool cover is it's on Christopher right now. It's 25. So just to let you guys know where everything at. And then we're going to be inking here for like the next 40 minutes. The show usually is always like around 2 hours. And so after that, I give my brain and my hand and my wrist a little bit of a break, and then we'll finish inking it and get everything all done up. So Platinum says, "Sweet, Cat likes me." Jim Dixon says, "Nice. I remember winning the Spawnimal from you a while back. A great addition to my sketch wall, dude. I loved working on that piece. Animal is like one of my favorite Muppets. He's one of my favorite Muppets. I mean, it's like Kermit is always a dependable guy, but Animal, yeah, he's like my spirit animal, that dude. So being able to do Spawnimal was super super fun. I'll always remember that piece. Shoot, I still I mean, I keep it in rotation on my pictures. So every once in a while, I love to share it on my Facebook page. I like people to see it. All right, get some little detail up in here. And like we said before, there's going to be a regular version of this piece that we're working on right now, and there's going to be a club version of this piece. And you guys know what that means. There's going to be one regular one for your collection, and there's going to be one for the adults. Sweet. I like the way her face came out. Nice. All right, let me get a different size pen. Let me see here. What do I want to do next? I think I want to work on some of the holding lines here. Yeah, this is a really cool idea we've come up with tonight. And this gives me the creative juices that I need for the rest of the week. The rest of the week, I'm going to be finishing all the artwork for Zen Bounty Wars for First Comics, because that's got to be ready for the printer very, very soon, the second I finish it. So I'm very much looking forward to that. I tend to bounce around a little bit when I'm inking. It all depends on what lines are kind of calling out, the angle of the paper, all that good stuff. Oh, Christopher, yeah. In fact, that's what's happening for the rest of this week. I guess we were thinking about the same thing at the same time when you said that. So yeah, the Zen Bounty Wars #1. I'll finally be finishing that. Over the next week and a half or so, something like that. And Cat Mouse is doing colors on that book, which is going to be amazing. And that's all going to be turned in and going off to the printer, basically as soon as I turn it in. So we're talking about like a week and a half or so, and that's going to be done deal. And then what I'm going to do is I'll be posting, and plus, you can feel free to ask me anytime, for updates and stuff like that. But I'm going to post on my Facebook page, and I'll also post on the Kickstarter page for the book all the updates for where the book is at, and as soon as it goes off to the printer, when the book is going to be coming back from the printer, and also when First Comics will begin the fulfillment process, because all of that is going to happen like fairly quickly, like one thing right after the other. I appreciate you asking about that. Yeah, that's the very next thing that's on my plate. Platinum says, is the club version going to have that special chain between the you-know-whats? You know what? I think it kind of needs to. I think it definitely needs at least one. That's what I like about doing different versions for the club. So I could do a couple different versions. So there's gonna be one with a slightly tattered costume. There's gonna be a version with a really tattered costume, and there's got to be one with that special chain. Christopher says, "How about a Zen Deathstroke? That could be fun. That could be super, super fun. I love that idea. I like drawing Slade. Deathstroke is cool." Draw some of the little pieces from the bike here. All right, let me get my other pen. There we go. Sometimes for these long lines, I like using a brush pen. Tend to have a little easier control with these longer lines. Here we go. So make sure I got in the camera. I was kind of scared. It took me a long time to figure out which inks and which pens I can use that were safe to use with Copics and mixed media. That's good. And luckily, all of these are working really, really good. Platinum says, just had an idea. It's Bill Mouse Destroys book, where the Cyber Angels are your harbingers. That would be fun, dude. That would be fun. Just have them destroy everything. Destroy! I remember when that one book first came out. That was so fun, dude. Had to be quiet there for a minute. I was trying to keep that line straight. I almost have to hold my breath when I'm doing some of these longer lines, so I don't screw them up. Sweet. Let's put a little bit more work into the into Waffle Pool. What's going on with Waffle Pool down here? We'll get the camera closer to him. Him and his jetpack If only he knew how fast he was going. My boy is looking funny. The perfect waffle pool. Nice. Here we go. Just set that up there for a second. Let me see. Let me grab this pen so that way, we gotta tackle next is I'm gonna tackle one of the little tinies, one of the gwills. All right, let me grab the little pen for this one. All right, you see really tiny, so I'll bring in the camera a little bit closer. There we go. Almost need a magnifying glass. Doesn't look like she's even wearing anything. Did I even put the bikini on her? Using special James Webb telescope technology. Yeah, I almost have to hold my breath when I'm doing these little tiny lines. That's why I got quiet. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's topless in this one. Platinum says, knowing you like Adam Warren too, I'll be waiting for a Nira X ENX Dirty Pair artwork. Actually, that would be dope, right? Like, take one of the Dirty Pair covers or something like that, and have them side by side with the Dirty Pair outfits. That would actually be sweet. You got me thinking now. You put more ideas in my head. Fatang says, have a tiny bikini top flying in the background. Oh my God, that's actually a fantastic idea. That is a fantastic idea. Something like that right here. Yeah, I like that idea. Sweet. And I'm not sure I'm drawing bottoms on her. I love the bikini top flying off. I'll put a little shadow right there. But I think when I erase out the pencil, I'm gonna see what she looks like. And then we'll decide whether or not we're drawing bikini, because maybe the bikini bottoms flew off too. Christopher says, how about a Mira hot witchblade artwork? That would be good. That would be good. I do like that. I do like that. Platinum says, oh, giggity. Giggity goo. Some person says another idea for it. I'm just saying them for fun, stuff flying all around. Yeah, for sure. For sure, I like that idea. We'll think of some shrapnel and little things, little items to be flying past them. Limbs and body parts. Yeah. Okay, that's better than where I was going with it. Yeah. I like that. Okay. I'm gonna write that down. Because maybe we can add that in. Actually, no, we can add some of that in right now. We only got about 30 minutes left. I know that we're not going to finish all the inks on it, but we could definitely have a lot of it done. And then I like being able to add in these ideas. Okay, let's put this back up here. Ah, okay. I've got an idea. We'll see if you guys like it. Because I like the idea of the limbs and body parts just flying off everywhere. We're trying to stick with the theme here, so we'll see how this goes. tighten up the ponytail a little bit so I know what's going on with that. It looks like instead of Delta Void following her, it looks like he's one of the body parts that's flying around. Platinum says Cyberskin flies off. I like. Well, parts of it fly off. When the Cyberskin takes on the properties of a certain material, like that's how their suits get ripped and stuff like that, because it takes on the properties of the material that it's trying to mimic. At least that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Am I right? Some person says, I had to reword those sentences many times. YouTube kept blocking them. Oh no. Well, I don't like some things that AI and algorithms and stuff end up doing, dude. It's like trying to block us. Platinum says, I don't think she's chasing ENX anymore. Yeah, I think she's doing a whole other. She's in the middle of a lot. Some person says, good choice of arm. Thank you very much. Patang says, oh gosh, I just thought of a flying boob. What the heck? It could happen. I don't know. It is hilarious. Ken says, Delta Pool is the flying boob. I think he is. I could just put I'll put a nipple on his head. I put the tiniest nipple on his head. When you see it up close, you'll see it. All right, cool. I might add some. If I think of some other body parts and shrapnel ideas, I will add them. That was dope. All right, let me get my other pin. Where's the stripper pole? It comes out of the back of the bike. It comes out of... Patang says a sensor bar just flying in the background. It's like poof. I actually like that idea. I know that it might not translate right, but I like that idea. Christopher says it's on the bike. It's true. It's one of the bars that's on the bike. There's our sensor bar that's flying off in the distance. Dude, this piece is going to be classic. Sweet. Kevin says, Delta Void can form himself into the pole. He would love that, wouldn't he? That would be very convenient for him to be the stripper pole. Some person says, if there was a panel after this, that arm would cut off that guy's arm before it can strike. That's true. That's true. That would be a good scene for right after that. The squinty eye is a nice touch. Show that she's aiming. Yeah, thank you. I was thinking of the little details. All right. This is taking shape. It's taking shape. Well, we got about 10 minutes left. Let me ink up a little bit of her arm. I like to see her holding the gun. And then we'll do a little last round for the bidding. And then the completed version of this will be ready. It'll probably be ready sometime tomorrow. I'd like to post it. That's my plan. I want to post it tomorrow so that you guys can see everything, how it came out. You guys came up with a lot of cool ideas tonight. This was a lot of fun. But this is why I do these, man. It's like it's cool to hang out with you guys. It's good to have this kind of fun with everybody. There we go. I definitely wanted to see like her arm outstretched and holding the gun before we took a break for the evening. It's a genius idea, including the sword, by the way. I'm glad that we did that instead of what I had from before. It made it a lot more fun. Nice. Platinum says, if I were a Skrull, I'd be a stripper pole. Now that's a Skrull that's thinking ahead. Absolutely. You kidding me? All right. So this is where we're at for tonight. After 2 hours or so, I just need a little bit of a break. And then I'll get back to it. I appreciate you guys. So let's recount where we're at with everything. Ken is currently in the room with the top bid at 110 for the Nira piece, and for the Zenpool sketch cover. I'm going to start posting that one tomorrow. For the Zenpool cover, Christopher is in the room with 25 with the top bid for 25. So I'm going to give this like another, like 2 minutes, and then we're going to do a little 10-second countdown for everything, and then we will go from there. Kevin says, that Claude fella. I wonder if the middle claw shouldn't be longer than the others. Yes. Because I bet that's how he feels about it right now. Oh my gosh. Man. Now this is great. Got me in a creative mood. I got a lot of things to tackle this week. So you guys giving me all the energy and creativity that I need to get started for the new week. And then when I do the 10-second countdown, it'll be for both at the same time. So if you want to bid on anything last minute, whatever, and pay attention to the chat. It's the countdown. For some reason, if you're watching from the Facebook page, it doesn't. There's like an 8-second delay or something like that, and it doesn't really line up with the chat as well as the YouTube channel. If you guys can, if you like the show, make sure that you click like on the show. If you haven't subscribed to the show, please subscribe, so that way I get a little bit of algorithm power. You know how those people are. All right. All right, you guys, we're going to go ahead. Some person says legs for miles. Yes, she does. I like drawing them long legs. Like then those J. Scott Campbell legs. We're going to start doing a 10-second countdown. Make sure that my keyboard's in the right spot. And like I said, the top bid for the Nira piece, the Nira Lady Deadpool piece, is at 110. Ken is in the room for that one. And Christopher is in the room for the actual cover, the Zenpool cover for 25. So I'm going to go ahead with the countdown for that. We're going 9. And I'm just typing it in as fast as the computer posts it. So 7, 6, 5, 4. I'm the count. 3. See, Platinum says, don't forget about the Nira from the Nira from Sanding. Get it up on the club, so it can send pizza funds for the tips. Oh yeah. I've got to post those this week. That's part of my thing for this week too. Is definitely because I've got pieces that are ready to be colored. I've got them all separated and everything, so I can color them up and get them onto the club. So we're at 3, 2, 1. All right, sold. Thank you so much, guys. Let me see. Let me turn this off right here. Please, everybody, say congratulations to Ken. He is the proud owner of the Nira X Lady Deadpool. And please congratulate Christopher. He is a proud owner of the Zen Pool cover that I'll be posting tomorrow. So I can be cool like Jay Lee and Marat. Congrats everybody. Kevin Green says, and look at that, no snipers. Platinum says, God, this spell checker sucks. Yeah, I was noticing that. I read it just the way it was. Platinum says, congrats. Christopher says, I finally won. You're awesome, dude. I'm glad that you got this cover. It's very, very cool. Ken says, holy crap, I win a bid against Platinum on a piece that had 2 little titties. Christopher is also congratulating. Patang says, so tempting, but I have to focus on a D-Day reenactment this coming weekend. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's actually really cool you guys are doing that. All right. That's awesome. Christopher says, what's the PayPal email? I'm going to put it up on the screen right now. Okay, Christopher? The PayPal email is, it's on your screen right now. It's BillMausArt, one word, at gmail.com. That's my direct email address. In case you guys ever need to ask me a question or just need to contact me direct for whatever. Please send your PayPal to that address. If you can send it to friends and family, that's all the merrier. I appreciate you guys. And please, when you send your PayPal, Christopher, make sure that you include your mailing address. When you send a PayPal, there's a little area there where you can put in your mailing address and stuff. Just make sure that it's there. And if it's not, I'll message you through PayPal, and we should be all good to go. Ken says, can I send via Venmo? Yes, absolutely. Yeah, Ken, you can use Venmo. Totally cool. The Venmo, I think you've sent me Venmo before a couple times. It's just at BillMausArt. Okay? Just BillMausArt, one word. Yeah, absolutely. You could totally send a Venmo. Venmo is our friend. Platinum says, let's see, I need money for a cat commission. Absolutely, man. Send some money her way. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm sure she's going to keep an eye out for your message, and she will definitely make some time for you, dude. Not a problem. Not a problem at all. Love you guys. All good, brother. Yeah, man, this was a lot of fun tonight. You guys came up with like bomber ideas, man. I love it. I love it. Love it. Love it. And Christopher, I'll send you a couple extra goodies along with the book. I got some stickers and things that I could send along with it, so it's all good to go. Ken says, it all goes to the house, to the mouse house. Kevin says, I had to save my money for more ex-women. Yeah, Kevin's got I can't wait to tell you guys about it. Kevin and I have quite the piece that we're drumming up right now. So it includes some ex-women, and I won't say more than that because it's gonna be a very, very cool piece. A multi-pieced piece. Patang says, I'm glad I was able to come up with some fun ideas for this epic pick. You did, absolutely. Yeah, I'm glad that we can all brainstorm. It's like that's part of the fun, hanging out with you guys, being able to do that, like in the moment, Kevin says, I won't say any more about it. That's right, mum's the word. Very cool. Thanks, Christopher. I'll double check it and make sure that everything's all good. But this was a lot of fun tonight, dude. Here we go. Just looking at the thing. Just make sure you sent the thing. That way, if there's something up, yep, I got your address, got your stuff. Everything's good to go. You're all set, Christopher. Thanks so much, dude. Ken says, sitting in the corner, waiting on the Cyber Angel harem piece. I know. That's. I got to get working on that. You're going to send me a reminder. I know you're going to send me a reminder tonight because there's a couple of pieces that have been on the back burner. There's the Cyber Angel harem piece, and then I've got a big playmat piece that's going to be for Platinum, and then the next one in line is the big ex-women piece for Kevin. that's going to be dope. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. That's what gives me my lifeblood to work on everything else, that keeps me creative, keeps me loose. Kevin says, Ken, you gotta wait for my huge one. Now Ken's actually been waiting on his piece for a minute, so we're gonna make sure that we take care of all those things. Thank goodness I have like lots of fun things to work on. That's the best. And plus it gives us an excuse to do cool things together. So that's what that's all about, right? So all good. Kevin says, there's another huge art idea. There's the other huge art idea. Yes. Platinum says, too many irons in the fire, Mr. Mouse. Yeah, but that's what I live for. That's what I live for, dude. You guys give me a reason to live. All right, well, I'm going to call it an evening for tonight so I could take a little break. I got some chocolate chip cookies downstairs. Got my name on them. Time to clone Bill. Ken says, I don't want to wait for your huge one, Kev. I know, phrasing. Oh my gosh. You guys are awesome, dude. But yeah, look, we're going to do this again. I might pop up here and there throughout the week. Might do some surprise streams. But other than that, I'm planning on our usual time on Saturdays, 10 o'clock Eastern time. We'll do it like we always do it. Kevin says, I just realized how that sounds. Some person says the key to having ideas, throwing logic out the window. Yes, absolutely. Way outside the box. Fatang says it was a nice, eventful night. Thanks for the stream. Thank you guys for being here, man. It's like you guys make everything worth it. I'm glad we can hang out. So let's do this again. Tell your friends, tell your family. Well, don't tell your family, but tell your friends that we're doing this every Saturday night, 10 o'clock, and we'll have some fun and we'll do our thing. So we'll see you guys next time. I'm going to go ahead and call it because, like I said, I'm going downstairs. I'm going to grab them cookies and take a little break, and I'll be getting back to it, man. We'll see you guys next week, Saturday, 10 o'clock. Thanks so much. We'll talk to you soon. Have a good one. Have a great weekend.